Then why do you assume I'm middle class? How much money do people have to make to be considered middle class? Where are the criteria for middle class? I'm fucking, dude. What's up, Amir?
I had a 400mm the other day.
No, I barely know what middle class people.
Gotta go down the street.
Man, I was in the Shapers, all that way at the other end, and I had a medium.
Yeah, and that's crop sensor, right? That's equivalent to like crop sensor.
1.5 crop when you're in 5K, but when it dropped down to 4K, 3K, 2K, the crop gets bigger.
Wow, you can reach out.
Yeah, I had it in 5K.
It should stay up.
Wow.
5, 6K, yeah.
I had the day off. I had some beer. I was riding around. No, the guy over there gave me a flag. Okay, and I mean, regardless, it is part of American history.
What is?
This fucking statue.
Where Elvis goes?
No, it's not.
The Confederacy is part of America.
No, the Confederacy, they seceded from America. So if you're going to talk about its American history for every country that we go to war with, I need a statue for Bin Laden over here. I need a Saddam Hussein statue. I need all that. You know what I mean? But the thing is, why is it that they're choosing? First of all, let's talk. You military?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you do any Middle East tours?
I didn't do any tours.
In world history, have you ever heard of a monument being built on the soil of the winners by the enemy? Because these are people that said, fuck America and its ideals, we secede, we're going to make a new flag, which is the Confederate flag, and we're going to be known as the Confederacy. So they're no longer Americans. They made that well known. So we can't say it's American history because we wouldn't have two flags. The war wouldn't have even been a thing if they were all one. So to say that this is American history, it's hurtful and it's to ignore. Because I'm a real American. I didn't secede from any of that shit.
I think Deruba just made a good point. I think he's confused.
Enemies of America, of the state, of the government, and they seceded because they wanted people like me to be powerful. That's what this represents. And this statue was actually put in place, I believe, 1904 and 1907, because the Confederates, even after the Civil War, the Confederates still ran St. Louis, all the way up. Believe it or not, in the South, this was literally placed here to get them to stop killing people by the Union. It was like, yo, take this shit, we acknowledge your history, please stop murdering people in the St. Louis type shit.
Also, I will say, like, are you consider yourself working class?
I would say so, yeah. I work a blue-collar job,
You and I would have been fucking cannon fodder to defend slavery, man. Our ancestors weren't fucking rich-ass slaves. We would have died on those fields. We would have probably been drafted in the damn CSA army to go die for nothing.
You gotta let go.
About slavery. You said the reason you're here is just because you want to figure out
I'll be here.
You just want to come out and you want to drink $2.
Really rather eat, but
You've got to shut around like, oh, I'll come back.
sir, it's time to let go.
But that is white privilege. That is white privilege. Because you don't have to be here. Because you don't have to sit in here like black people. You don't have to fight for something that depicts them being property.
Okay, now let me ask you this question right now.
Go ahead.
If you didn't, like, if you weren't even aware that this statue was here, how does this actually affect you in your day-to-day life?
This is a park where lots of people walk around. Alright? This is where a lot of people walk around. Black people, white people, everybody.
Stupid fucking question that you're using to deter the fucking
I'm just asking a question. Thanks for insulting my intelligence.
I am insulting your fucking
I'm just asking. Like,
I am insulting your fucking intelligence.
Let's say that I am ignorant. Let's say that I am ignorant. How about you use some of your white privilege and enlighten me?
Okay,
I'm just asking. Like, let's say there's a statue. It's a tribute to the Confederate soldier. You're walking around and you see this. How does it affect you? I just want to know. Like, why?
I need a refund.
Okay.
So the reason, so you're saying that you're working class. The reason that you are so
I'm not holding on tight to shit. I came to check it out. You keep trying to paint me as this person that wants this monument to stand. I just came to see what equity is. So a guy gave me a flag. I've got 8 people yelling at me.
Keep talking. I'm just gonna stand here and wait for all of you to shut the fuck up so that I can finally say something. Would that be okay?
That would be okay.
No, but like it's just all these guys fucking talking. Like you asked me a question, and then you didn't let me answer the question, and now there's all of these fucking guys trying to like mansplain. No, for sure.
It's been this way.
That shit, like, but I'm just gonna end the conversation with this. I'm done engaging because you're not worthy. You're not hearing. You're not absorbing. You're not worth.
Oh, I already have one, man. Thank you.
Oh, he has one.
Do you take
I have copper toe.
Do you have one? Like, if you're going to
I put some coconut oil on earlier.
you should have an intent. There's people that are here with an intent that have.
Why 13? What is that? What is 13?
And I did. And when I said, how does this monument affect you? You called me a fucking retard. So explain that to me. Yes, you did. You said,
13. What's the 13th letter of the alphabet?
She said that was an ignorant question.
really made a big deal.
Do you know what the 13th letter of the alphabet is?
Why are you so angry?
Oh yeah, Friday the 13th.
How would you feel? I don't know if you've gotten any Nazi monument.
You
I'm
too.
just
It's just like
How about my handshake?
how would it
I don't know if you'd want to shake my hand or not.
how would it affect Jews?
You too.
How would it affect
Anyone
Jewish,
else want one?
How would it affect Jewish people
Thank
if they
you.
had
Thank you
a
for coming
monument of Hitler out here?
I can't. I'm not a Jewish person.
So you don't know the you don't know how it would be affected by
Well,
that.
if I were to say, if
I've got them roots, so I can say that.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not going to take your word for it because I don't know. If I were to say, how is this going to affect black people as a white person, can I say that? If I were to say, this is how it's going to affect black people, can I say that?
Okay, I got a question.
Because I'm a white person, right? So I can't say how Jewish
What about
people
if there was a statue here that said all kids without fathers suck ass?
That would probably chat my ass. But you know what I would do is I would drive by the statue and I'd be like, man,
That really hurt. That's really hurt my feelings, right?
Exactly.
All right,
It
then,
would.
so why do you
But you know
think
what I
white
would
people?
do? I would keep driving my truck and I would go on and live my life. That's me personally, though.
You are damn liar.
If you guys really need to come here, how about this? Make a monument right now to the children of childless
You would
fathers.
drive right by it if you saw a protest of a group of people that were like, all you kids without fucking dad suck ass. And when you're not taking our statue, blah, 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 you all fucking suck.
And then
You'd
also,
be like,
you
fuck
saw
no,
some
I'm gonna
people
go
that
out
were
there
like,
and
man,
say
I don't have
something.
a daddy either, and I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna
Have you
fight
seen one bulldozer come over here and knock it down?
No.
I haven't.
We're voicing our opinions because we're upset about it.
And dude, I'm just here to, like, this whole thing got started because I came here to listen. Like, literally, I came here to listen to what people have to say, and now I got this guy recording me. He asked my friend earlier. I know he is, but I'm saying, I just wanted to come check it out.
You don't have to be black to be sensitive to those issues.
Right.
You don't have to be
That's
sexually
right.
assaulted to be sensitive to a
That's
woman
right.
that's been raped.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
This is
right.
when you care about the humanity of all people. You don't have to be of that demographic to be sensitive to the issues that affect them.
Yeah.
That's the point. So you don't have to be a black man. You don't have to have, been through slavery, your instances, but you can still be sensitive to that. You know what I mean? That's what it is. If a woman got raped, right? If a woman got raped or something, no, let me finish. If a woman got raped, and then there was something of that, if there was something of that we passed by that reminded her of that experience, I would be for taking that down, getting rid of that person, right? You would do the same if it was your mother and she walked past the dude that, if she got raped and she walked past the dude that actually did that, or was his homeboy, right? You would take him out, or you would take him out the room, or take her out the room. You would want to remove that element. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. Just think of it in that perspective. Same thing. For some people, for you, this may not do nothing, and that's okay. But you can still be sensitive that there are people like me, like my grandmother, like my mother, that drive past this and it represents something else, and it means something else, and it makes them feel a different way. So that's what.
Give some other perspective on it. If I have ancestors that were killed by soldiers of the Confederacy.
But see,
hang on.
No, go ahead. If they were killed by the Confederacy,
two-way sword.
go ahead.
So I already got the like I had answered. Okay, go ahead.
No, you already know.
I'm ready for you, baby.
I'm ready for you. So wait a minute. So let me ask. So you're saying if your ancestors got killed by the Confederacy, right?
Right. So
how do we be sensitive to that, right? But see, this is the tiebreaker in this. You have to see what is right and what is wrong. If they died in the name of something that is wrong, then you as an individual, a new generation, have to say, you know what? I'm sorry, my granddad got killed, but he was
Paul, man,
No, you're saying if they were killed, like if they were Union soldiers. They fought against the Confederacy.
So they wouldn't be for this. They wouldn't be for this. They wouldn't be for this.
How do you know?
They fought against
Because
okay, no, I'm serious. Is it not? No, you already. I haven't had time. But I've been discussing.
But that's what I'm saying.
I would rather you hand that to someone. I already have a copy. I will read it.
The answer to your question is something.
But that's the point. If they were on the Union, then they wouldn't be for this. Because they were obviously on the other side.
How can you say that though? How can you say
Why would they fight for the Union if they were against slavery?
No, all right. So, is there never been a time in history where people have? I mean, you say people like erecting monuments to people that they fought in wars, that killed them and stuff like that, right? Like that's not happening.
Yeah, but see, that's
Okay, right?
Holocaust. I ain't talking about all
I
monuments.
had Peggy on the time out. Let's have a
When
union.
Europeans came to this country
When I was here for
as
since
immigrants
8:30.
or whatever you want to call them.
Start there. Back that up.
Yeah,
we're reality conscious out here.
So they came here, and you know, who was to say who had the rights to the land?
The people that
Wow. Wow.
So, come on, man, come on.
That's amazing.
I'm just making sure we all have a baseline of understanding here. That's all.
Evidently we don't.
So this belongs to the Native Americans. Why do they have the ability to say it's theirs? Because they've lived here, their children, you know, their ancestors lived here. You know, who knows who they took it from? You know, that the territory that they lived in, maybe it was inhabited by another tribe.
Take it from anybody.
Indians never had wars with other Indians. Native Americans never slaughtered other Native Americans. But there was never one tribe of Native Americans that moved into another area and murdered those people. So when Europeans came as another tribe,
They saved them.
to inhabit the land,
You saved them.
You stole the land. Your ancestors
You saved
stole
them.
the
You did them a
land.
favor, right?
You got-
I just can't wait to hear the end of this.
putting words in my mouth.
Wow.
They
Okay,
keep
so
lying.
Well, we know the history.
Yeah, we know the history. They the ultimate deceivers. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. They always try to talk their way out of shit.
How do
They
we
think
know
somebody
this?
dumb and don't
Because
know.
we talk about it. Okay, and one of the reasons why
Yeah.
we know there was Native
And
Americans.
we know you're liars and thieves, rapists and murderers, pedophiles, homosexuals by
There is in
nature.
very diminutive numbers.
Nature of the
I mean, you
beast.
can't say that there is
they were
any.
killed.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Because they were killed.
Tears, you know, wounded knee, things like that. Yeah.
Right. So
Bottom line is, he's going
Missouri.
into the cotton field.
What kind of name is that? Is Missouri? Is that? I mean, from my understanding.
Well, they call it Missouri now.
Slavery, that's what it is.
Lighter Cruiser call it Missouri.
And are named after Native American.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was a people.
Except
that
for
another
some of
people
them have
fought
French
against.
context, like St. Louis. Yeah, you know what I
Right.
mean?
You know, well,
But that was Napoleon.
absolutely. Yeah. St. Louis, he was a French king, Louis the IX.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I mean, that only happened because the French came in here and they tried to dominate.
You fight with people, you know,
Yeah, but it's
who
different-
wins,
it's
who
different.
loses in the aftermath. Sometimes people do fucking erect monuments to people that they slaughtered.
But that
or
doesn't mean
people
it's
that-
okay, though.
That doesn't mean it's okay. And also, it's a little bit different if you're going in genocide.
Did he just fall?
Than fighting a war.
Good, he should've.
If I'm like, oh, you're France, I'm England, you know, we're gonna fight the 100 Years' War or whatever because, you know, land and money and shit. But no, if I'm coming over here and I'm like, I'm gonna take all your land and I'm gonna murder all your people because
And
I
raped
like
us
you,
and
because-
murdered us and yeah, stole.
Because you're
you're gonna get it back.
I think. Okay, that's different. Then I'm gonna kill you and take your money. That's a little bit different, don't you think?
This is a lot different.
Uh-oh.
To be honest with you, I wasn't listening to a word you were saying.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow.
Let me tell you again.
Yeah, because you don't want to hear the truth.
Please, please.
Because you don't want to hear the truth. You always zone yourself out of the truth. That's your history.
Like you
Let
said,
him hear
you know,
it.
they
Let him
fought a
hear it.
war.
But
It
we
wasn't
need to
really
make
a
sure
war. It was
he is
genocide.
clear.
So let's get that
Well,
out.
I mean, okay, when one,
You don't want to
okay,
hear
when
the
you
truth.
say that
You
though,
don't want to hear what he
if there
wants
was
to
a
hear.
tribe
What he
of
want to
Native
say. That's why he
Americans
came out here with that flag.
Sure.
And because I'm ignorant, I don't know who the Apache would have gone to war with,
Yeah, get
but I
that
know the
bitch
Apache
Peggy
were
outta
known warriors.
Sure.
Who were they known to be warriors against?
Other Native
Americans.
But yeah, but they fought
Other Native Americans. So what's the difference? Is it because you
Or
cross
the
an
people that
ocean?
tried to invade
It's
their
different.
land.
Is it because you cross a river?
No.
Is it because it's Native Americans?
no.
Native
It's
Americans?
different.
But they didn't,
Because it's whites
fight
against
each other
Native
because they didn't fight each other because of them thinking that they were less human.
Are you
Over
serious?
space. Yeah, no, because the Native Americans.
So
that's like his
when Europeans
complexion.
came here, they weren't coming here for land and resources.
They came here for land and resources.
And then why were the Native Americans fighting each other? For land and resources.
No.
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing.
No.
The enslavement of people is genocide.
Here's a major difference.
Do you know that Native Americans killed other Native Americans for slavery?
I got this. You know about this. You know about this.
middle. I'm saying my people did it and other people did it.
What war is this? What war is this monument over?
It's over white people committed genocide.
I'm proving a point, bro. What happens after a battle between
Your ancestors were only going to pay for what they did.
They were allowed to go pick up the
They're
dead.
going to pay for what they did.
Once you had a battle, you would fight until it was over, and then you would be given the respect. It was like the rules of engagement. Actually, it was a gentleman's war to pick up your dead afterwards, and that went on all the way till about World War II when Hitler got the U-boats and he broke all that shit, right? But when they came over here, and conquered the land, those rules would have still been in effect. Did they let the Native Americans come pick up their dead?
No, I wasn't there.
No, they weren't.
I wasn't there. Well, hey, gentlemen.
Don't shake his hand. That's the devil. Don't do it.
Oh my goodness.
You're the altar. That's what
I'll
you
shake
did.
your hand
No,
too.
that's what you did to the Native American Indians, and then you stabbed them in the back and scalped them. Yeah, that's it. You shook their hand too. Your ancestors shook their hand too.
Yes, thank you. You guys have a nice evening.
You're
I
going
would
into
say God
slavery.
bless, but I'm an atheist.
You're going into slavery. You're going to go into slavery. You're going to be in a cotton field.
bunch of fucking losers.
And your mother is going to give up that battle.
I never said I was for it.
I got carpet on.
Boy.
Let's have a nice day.
He didn't go to class, man.
No, he's the devil.